the start of something great. In Bangalore, India, Catherine D'Souza had a dream. It was to preserve the traditional weaving techniques of India. To achieve this, she planned to use her degree in textile engineering and a passion for it to revolutionize the textile industry. While on a college trip in Varanasi, Catherine was amazed when she went through the ancient weaving town. There were hand-loom designs that were so intricate, it looked like something from the future. The local artisans had skills like no other. There were good things too, but there were also a lot of bad things she saw on this trip. Artisans struggling to make ends meet, outdated practices, and young generations turning away from this ancient craft. One question popped into Catherine's head. Can technology be used as a bridge between old crafts and modern commerce? She waited until 2018 to answer that question. A startup named Techloom was launched by Catherine with the vision of integrating modern weaving tools with traditional ones. This would help artisans create better products at an even faster pace than before. Not only did she want to provide artisans with modern tools for their craft, but also training for new ones and a platform to sell their products globally. However, it was hard at first. The people who would benefit most from her startup were resistant to change, and investors didn't see any potential for success. Catherine knew, though, that if she kept going, things would turn around soon enough. And they did. She partnered with tech developers, which allowed her introduce software that helped artisans create digital blueprints of their designs. Now, it's easier than ever before for them to create what they think of. But now Catherine had another problem. Selling these products because Techloom still wasn't well known yet, so no one was searching up handcrafted textiles anywhere near enough for sales to go smoothly. She introduced e-commerce into the mix by starting an online store. The designs were showcased to a global audience. Each product came with a story that introduced the artisan behind it. This made it not just a purchase, but an experience. A lot of the profits went back into the weaving towns. She set up education centers to teach the youth both old and new tools for this craft, essentially making it lucrative enough for young people to consider it as a viable career. By 2022, Techloom had become synonymous with luxury handcrafted textiles. Celebrities were lining up to work with them. Interior designers loved the products, and fashion houses were dying to collaborate. Catherine was even recognized by Forbes as one of the top 30 under 30 inches entrepreneurs, and was invited to speak at global platforms like TED about how she seamlessly merged tradition and technology. Both her journey and success serve as a testament that you can achieve anything you set your mind on, no matter how hard it seems. It's also an inspiration to women in business everywhere. Within the lively metropolis of San Francisco, situated amidst the expansive sea of tech giants and startups, there existed a captivating realm that was not governed by companies, but rather by individuals. It was the enchanting world of freelancing, and at its helm resided a remarkable figure named Alex Turner, an extraordinary freelancer. Alex had not always reigned supreme in the freelancing domain. Merely 5 years prior, he had been a fresh-faced college graduate armed with a graphic design degree, trapped in the confines of a monotonous 9-to-5 job that suffocated his creative spirit. The walls of his cubicle seemed to progressively close in on him with each passing day, as he yearned for a life where he could dictate his own destiny. Fate intervened one fateful day when Alex chanced upon a former classmate at a local coffee shop. In conversation, she shared tales of her triumphs as a freelancer and how platforms like Upwork and Freelancer had revolutionized her life. Intrigued by her revelations, Alex embarked on diligent research that very night. The journey was far from smooth sailing. Alex encountered formidable competition at every turn. Initially, he had to lower his prices to secure those crucial initial reviews. However, with each project undertaken, Alex demonstrated not only exceptional workmanship, but also forged enduring connections with his clients. He approached every endeavor, no matter how minute, as if it were the paramount undertaking of his lifetime. News began to spread like wildfire. Alex's reputation soared to unprecedented heights. Clients adored his unwavering dedication, punctuality, and unwavering passion infused into each project. They eagerly referred him to others within their networks. And before long, Alex found himself fully booked, oftentimes having to decline prospective projects or schedule them months in advance. Naturally, with such soaring success came financial prosperity. Alex's bank balance burgeoned each passing month, weighed down by a hefty sum of thousands of dollars. Yet, he remained prudent and sagacious in his financial decisions. A significant portion of his earnings were diligently invested, diversifying his portfolio to encompass stocks, real estate, and even ventures into startups. Nonetheless, monetary gain was not the sole symbol of Alex's triumph. He embarked on a new venture, establishing a blog and YouTube channel where he generously shared invaluable tips and tricks for aspiring freelancers. In doing so, he assumed the role of mentor to countless individuals, guiding them through the labyrinthine maze of the freelance world. The city took note of his remarkable achievements. Alex found himself gracing the glossy pages of numerous magazines, making appearances on talk shows, and even securing a coveted segment on a popular morning show. The young man who had once felt trapped within the confines of a cubicle had metamorphosed into an inspirational figure for multitudes. Yet, the pinnacle of Alex's journey arrived when he utilized his amassed wealth to establish the Freelance Futures Foundation. This noble organization was founded with the aim to educate and nurture young talents, endowing them with the vital resources and unwavering confidence necessary to embark upon their own freelance endeavors. 5 years after that audacious decision, which forever altered his trajectory, Alex now found himself seated within his opulent penthouse, an abode offering an unparalleled vista overlooking the beloved city that had witnessed his meteoric rise. This breathtaking sight stood as an incontrovertible testament to his awe-inspiring journey, one that had diverged from traditional paths and instead blazed its own trail. Alex Turner was far more than just a freelancer. He emerged as an emblematic embodiment of ambition, tenacity, and an unyielding belief that success need not be tethered to societal norms or confined within rigid structures. True success could manifest itself through pursuing one's passion and summoning the courage to traverse the road less traveled. Indeed, the traditional 9-to-5 grind need not be the sole harbinger of accomplishment. With unbridled passion, unwavering dedication, and an unwavering audacity to forge one's own path, anyone can ascend to greatness. By investing in oneself and cultivating authentic connections with others, one can unlock a realm of unexpected and bountiful rewards. In the vast skyline that is New York's Manhattan, one building stands out. It's not because it's the tallest, but rather what it represents. And that would be Castellano Enterprises, Eleanor Castellano's brainchild and empire. She was the richest woman in the world. Eleanor didn't inherit this wealth or power, though. Instead, she grew up in a small Louisiana town where her parents ran a modest bakery. Ever since she was small, she fiddled with broken appliances to make them better. She even found ways to improve her parents' business. When she turned 18, she packed up and left for New York with only $500 in her pocket to attend a business school. From odd jobs like waiting tables all the way down to walking dogs, Eleanor did whatever it took to put food on the table and save some cash. One day, when she saw an opportunity, Eleanor grabbed it with both hands. During this time, renewable energy started becoming popular, and that made her realize how much we needed it for our environment. She started Emerald Energy, using all her savings and securing a small loan so she could focus on harnessing solar power efficiently. There were very few women in this industry, so Eleanor had to suffer through skepticism and shame from some of her peers. With gritted teeth, she pushed back and expanded her business while coming up with new ideas at every corner. The solutions that came from Emerald Energy made green energy affordable, which is something no one thought could have been done. Eleanor became a billionaire almost overnight when her business went global. But money wasn't enough for her. As someone who started with almost nothing, most of her wealth was dedicated to giving back specifically towards charitable causes, such as education and empowerment for women. But there's something else you should know about Eleanor, too. Her investments were diversified into different sectors outside of energy as well, such as technology startups, healthcare innovations, and space exploration. Each of these ventures had one thing in common with the other, and that was to make the future more sustainable. Outlets started reporting on her success, and magazines hailed her as a true success story. Young girls aspired to be like Eleanor because they saw a role model in her. They saw their future selves in a girl who came from a small town and climbed to the top. The most interesting part about Eleanor is no matter how rich she became, she always returned home to support local businesses and help put new kids through school by establishing scholarships. The bakery where it all began was now a symbol for the woman who never forgot where she came from. One evening, while she stared at the city that brought this much fortune upon her, she reflected on everything that has happened so far. Dollars, deals, accolades, and milestones. Now she realized none of it means anything when compared to what really matters, which is how many lives you touch. Moral: true wealth can't just be measured in dollars. It's also found within each person's impact on others. With determination, vision, and a heart for giving back, anyone can overcome challenges and leave an unforgettable mark on this world. Amidst the vast expanse of Chicago's urban landscape, with its gleaming skyscrapers and bustling streets, stood the resplendent Sterling Tower, a towering testament to the indomitable spirit and tireless pursuit of success embodied by one man, Maxwell Sterling. The early years, Maxwell's tale did not begin amidst the clamor of a metropolis, but rather in the tranquil embrace of rural Nebraska. Born into a family of farmers, young Maxwell spent his days tending to crops and caring for livestock. It was a humble existence, yet from this simplicity, he gleaned invaluable lessons in diligence, persistence, and resilience. As time passed, Maxwell's aspirations grew alongside him. Enchanted by the stories of visionary entrepreneurs who had shaped the world with their ideas, he yearned for more than toiling in the soil. One fortuitous evening, while selling their harvest at a local market, Maxwell overheard an intriguing conversation about the burgeoning realm of e-commerce and how it was revolutionizing businesses. In that very moment, an idea took root. The ambitious leap. Armed with a modest sum of several $100s and an antiquated computer, Maxwell embarked on his entrepreneurial journey by launching Farm Fresh, an online platform connecting local farmers directly to consumers, eliminating intermediaries. Though deceptively simple, this concept proved revolutionary within the farming community. The early days were arduous. Maxwell encountered skepticism from fellow farmers and wrestled with earning consumers' trust. Undeterred by these challenges, he traversed from farm to farm, conducting workshops on digital literacy and building a network. Farm Fresh's breakthrough. It was during a particularly harsh drought year that Farm Fresh truly showcased its value. While many farmers grappled with substantial losses, those aligned with the Farm Fresh platform managed to mitigate their hardships by accessing a broader customer base and securing better prices for their produce. Word of this innovative solution spread like wildfire, propelling Farm Fresh to become the foremost e-commerce platform for fresh farm produce in the expansive Midwest within a mere 2 years. Riding the digital wave. However, Maxwell's ambitions extended far beyond the sphere of agriculture. Bolstered by the profits reaped from Farm Fresh, he fearlessly delved into other sectors, consecutively launching a series of tech startups. Among them were Edisync, an online education portal, GreenDrive, a sustainable carpooling application, and MediLink, a telemedicine platform. The billion-dollar milestone. As these ventures flourished, Maxwell's net worth skyrocketed. In what felt like the blink of an eye, he transitioned from being a millionaire to joining the exclusive Billionaire Club. Yet, with every additional zero that adorned his bank balance, his dedication to giving back to society grew even stronger. Thus, he founded the Sterling Foundation, a philanthropic entity focused on grassroots initiatives ranging from clean water projects in Africa to rebuilding schools devastated by earthquakes. The legacy. As decades passed, Maxwell's ventures transcended borders, expanding globally and generating employment opportunities for thousands while positively impacting millions. The Sterling Tower in Chicago emerged as an emblem of entrepreneurship, housing innovation labs and incubation centers for budding startups. Nevertheless, for Maxwell, true success was never measured solely by accumulated wealth, but rather by the lives he touched along his remarkable journey. In his memoir, aptly titled From Dust to Diamonds, he eloquently penned these words: "The magnitude of one's fortune is not derived from its size, but rather from how it is employed to enrich our world." Epilogue. At the venerable age of 85, Maxwell Sterling departed this earthly realm, leaving behind a legacy that transcended generations. during his final visit to his family farm in Nebraska. He was overheard contemplating with profound wisdom. Every seed sown possesses the potential to become a majestic forest. It simply requires tender nurturing. Morale. Success is a transformative odyssey, often strewn with formidable challenges. Yet, armed with vision, tenacity, and an unwavering commitment to catalyzing positive change, even the most unassuming beginnings can blossom into an enduring legacy of greatness. One, Threads of Time, the tale of Isabel Thornton. In the heart of Paris's Marais district, nestled between historical establishments and trendy boutiques, stood Thornton Atelier, the culmination of Isabel Thornton's dream and perseverance. Isabel wasn't born into luxury. Raised in a small town near Bordeaux, she grew up watching her grandmother weave beautiful patterns on old looms, stories told through threads. These formative years sowed the seeds of passion for fashion within her. Moving to Paris was no easy feat. The city, with its glitz and glamour, often overshadowed stories like Isabel's, stories of ambition with humble beginnings. She started her journey at a local fabric store, but evenings were dedicated to her true calling: designing. Her tiny apartment became her first atelier, where fabrics of all colors and textures adorned every corner. Her big break came during Paris Fashion Week, when a last-minute cancellation by a renowned designer led to a frantic search for a replacement. Isabel, with her collection, albeit small, was given a chance. The show, titled Threads of Time, was an ode to her grandmother, a blend of traditional weaving techniques with contemporary fashion. It was a resounding success. Capitalizing on the newfound fame, Isabel opened her atelier. Thornton Atelier wasn't just a store, it was an experience. Customers were immersed in a world where fashion met stories. Each piece had its narrative, hand-stitched with love and legacy. But success in the fashion world, known for its fleeting trends, wasn't easy. Isabel faced challenges, from knockoffs of her designs to the relentless pressure of staying relevant. But she had an ace up her sleeve: authenticity. She introduced sustainable fashion, using organic materials, and championed fair wages for her artisans. The atelier expanded, and so did her brand. From Paris to Milan, New York to Tokyo, Isabel Thornton became synonymous with timeless elegance. Yet, with every new collection, the essence remained rooted in those early days watching her grandmother weave stories. Several years later, atop her global empire, Isabel penned her autobiography, From Looms to Runways. The book wasn't just about her journey in the fashion world. It was a testament to the idea that dreams, when pursued with passion and authenticity, can weave the fabric of reality. This story of Isabel Thornton was more than just about fashion. It was about the tapestry of life, interwoven with threads of dreams, determination, and destiny. 2. Ripples in the Digital Ocean. Liam O'Donnell's cyberspace conquest Dublin, with its rich history and vibrant culture, is not the first place one would associate with the digital revolution of the 21st century. Yet, this city was home to Liam O'Donnell, a visionary who reshaped the digital landscape. Growing up, Liam was a curious child, While kids his age played soccer in the alleys of Dublin, he was busy dismantling radios and fixing neighborhood computers. This penchant for technology led him to create his first website at 14, a digital hub for Irish folk music. After graduating from Trinity College with a degree in computer science, Liam delved deeper into the world of cyberspace. Recognizing the potential of cloud computing, he launched CloudCelt, a startup offering affordable cloud solutions for local businesses. Ireland, with its rapidly growing tech scene, proved to be fertile ground. CloudCelt gained traction, and with a few strategic partnerships, Liam expanded across Europe. But the digital realm is fraught with challenges. Liam faced stiff competition from tech giants, and sustaining CloudCelt's growth became increasingly tough. Undeterred, Liam pivoted. He transitioned CloudCelt from just a service provider to an innovator, focusing on data security in the age of breaches and hacks. The gamble paid off. Aegis, CloudCelt's proprietary data protection software, became a game changer. Global companies, from banks to retail giants, sought Aegis to safeguard their data. Liam's small Dublin-based startup was now a tech behemoth. With success, however, came responsibility. Concerned about the ethical implications of data collection and surveillance, Liam set up the Digital Ethics Council under CloudCelt. This body ensured that while technology progressed, it didn't compromise individual rights and privacy. Liam's journey wasn't just about building a lucrative business. It was about setting a precedent in the digital age. His story became a beacon for aspiring tech entrepreneurs, demonstrating that success can be achieved without compromising on values. Years later, at a tech summit in Silicon Valley, as Liam narrated his odyssey from the alleys of Dublin to the zenith of the digital world, he concluded, "In the vast ocean of cyberspace, even a single drop can create ripples. It's up to us to ensure these ripples lead to waves of positive change."